informal, family-like environment.
Most of the decisions are getting made over a cup of coffee in the morning and breakfast in the kitchen, or while we're out riding the bikes.
It's just that people like, riding bikes, and we try to make parts for them, and we ride them and think, oh, we need to make some of these, and keep trying to improve that, Obviously, because you ride and you go to events, it inspires you to develop things and, make more things and hopefully do more bits for bikes.
When you've got concept sort of first, it was really, we decide we need something. We want to use it, or think we can improve something.
It'll just go through the basic concept generation phase, where it is literally just pen and pencil on a blank sheet of paper.
They'll draw things up, he'll fairly quickly go through the design and the prototyping stages.
3D printing, bring that in early on in the process. And then you've got a visual representation in your hand. And then when you're happy with the actual model, then you can sort of hand it over to the CNC programming guys.
That will be turned into a solid part via the programming guys, so they'll turn the drawing into a real part, into the numeric code that the machines use downstairs.
Yeah, it starts off as forging. We've got forgings, we've got extruded bar. There's all different ways of getting material in. It's not the old mill type place. Now we're looking at more like the Formula One type impression.
The machines themselves, there's some real modern cutting edge stuff. It's all generally Japanese stuff, but they're all robot controlled inside, they're all automated. There's a lot of big machinery that you'd see in aerospace manufacture.
It's like when we got the new 5-axis machine, there were only a few, like I think McLaren had one same machine, and there were very few in the country.
some people will be surprised, I think, when they first walk around and they see the deco machines, the sliding head machines as we call them. There's every single hydraulic fitting is produced at home.
Once a part's been produced, that will have to go through to the processing department. This is where everything gets washed, cleaned, deburred if necessary, and then polished if it's aluminium, ready for anodising. Anodising needs to have a part that's very clean, with a nice finish and a nice surface on it, otherwise you get dull, inconsistent results. If you can polish something longer or to a higher quality, then you'll get a better colour finish at the end of it.
It's a controlled corrosion of aluminium, so it's electrical charge goes through it, and then you can add a dye to it so you can produce the colours.
They put over 1 million parts a year through anodising, so every single part has to be put onto a jig by hand, then it goes through the process and it's unjigged by hand. Once we've got finished parts, everything then that has a logo has to be etched on it. So you've got laser etching of that. So again, yeah, it's a hub shell, it's a mass cylinder body, or it's a top cap, or a quick release arm.
When they go into assembly, they are inspected before they go into assembly, but then usually in assembly there's probably 20 to 30 people in assembly hand building all the parts, so whether it be a seat clamp or a brake, bleeding a brake up or putting a stem on. These are people that ride bikes.
Got a whole room of people doing different assemblies, sub-assemblies of things like master cylinder assemblies to go into the bodies, or you've got 3 of bodies being assembled to then go into a complete hub, stems, faceplates put on, bottom brackets assembled. I mean, everything is done by hand.
When you look at a master cylinder lever, for one thing, there's I think on a brake there was like 60 odd parts of, there's a team of people building master cylinders, there's a team of people building calipers, then they go to, the bleed station where they're piped up. There's so many, things to do.
It's all the little details that basically mean that when you come to open that box at the end when you bought it from a shop, you can just put it on your bike and you don't need to do any more messing around.
We're still really interested in what we do, that's the thing, and we want everybody else to have this passion.
Virtually any component on a bike we could start and have a look at and put the Hope name to, and it's such a successful brand that there's a good chance that it'll do well in the marketplace. So yeah, it's exciting times.
There's continually new things being made and new ideas. We're working on the 1x10 for the drivetrain, and then why not shifters as well. So you never know, one day a complete bike.